Okay guys, so we're back and we're going to get into pulling the curves all together. First off, we're going to work on the S curve. So let's have a look. We want to just bring that down a little bit. Oh, sorry, up a little bit, down a little bit. Okay, just creating a little bit of contrast here. Now, get this down a little bit in here. There. I want that to be a bit darker on that side, but lighter on this side. So let's pump that up. You'll notice that there. Okay. So we're just looking at the planes, just like in any painting. Um, you look at the plane that you're working on at the time to create contrast and more three-dimensionality. Now that's really flat in the image, so I might want to just drag that away. Let's get that one up first. No. Okay, so it's just a matter of pushing and pulling, and you can always adjust over this side as well. Just check front and back. So you can see that that's just added a little bit more contrast to it and given us a better range of tones in the mid-tones. Um, Traditionally, the S-curve was a bit different, just in case you missed the previous video. And the reason that it's called an S-curve is it used to be done like this. And you can see that's quite high contrast there, which can look quite nice. Whereas this is more of a subtle change to the mid-tones. So we don't tend to rely on the traditional S-curve anymore, and we play around a bit more with it. The hand tool, now that that's been invented and brought in. Okay, so next we're going to try and find our dark and light points. To do that, we create a threshold layer, bring it right the way over to the left, and then we're just going to back up until we've got some nice little areas of black there. This is going to give us point 1. So we select the eyedropper tool by pressing I, then we hold down the shift key, and if you hold down the shift key, you notice your cursor changes, and that will add a point. If you have a look over here in your info area, you can find that by going to Window, Info, or pressing F8. Now this will give you another point, and you can see that point there. Okay, that's great for working on images, and in this case it'll tell us that's our darkest point. Now we're going to find the lightest point. If we drag that all the way over to the right, we can see that there's no information in here, that's just pure white. So we're going to back up a little bit, select a point, and that's point number 2. Next, delete the threshold layer, and we go back and create a new curves layer. From there, all we're doing is pointing and clicking. So we select the black eyedropper tool, click on point 1. That'll give us some nice contrast and color. Click the white eyedropper tool, and click on 2. That'll bring it down. Now you'll notice there's a couple of problems pop up with that. We're going to fix that in some later videos. You will see though, that's a much better image. This green tint all through here is gone, of the sun reflecting off the trees onto the roofs, but now it's replaced by a magenta tint, and we're going to back that off in the next video. Now that we've got that, curves 1 and 2, curves 1 being your S curve, curves 2 being your light and dark points, we're going to click on the little folder down here, and that gives us group 1. If we double click on the word group 1, not on the icon, you can rename that, and I name that curves adjustments. Okay, so that's why I don't rename each of those. I know what they're for, and you'll get to knowing that. Once they're inside that folder, just drag them up. So select and drag, and you can close it up. Now that curves adjustment layer is done. Okay, so it's nice and easy. Now, next video, I'll go into how to remove that magenta color cast in 2 different ways. Okay, cheers guys.